This is Babu Krishnamurthy of Finsherpa. Today we're going to talk about the events that are overtaking us in the social media and so on. Over the last couple of months, we have been witness to a variety of financial instruments that has been hitting us. It is a Bitcoin that's been showing a great promise of returns, or it's the stocks, or these are very, very novel investments that people are posting on social media saying that these are the ways to invest in the future. Now, many of us are confused, friends. Should I take up some of these new age investment ideas to grow my wealth, or should I stick to areas of my conviction, be it that good old fixed deposits or the mutual funds that I've been doing for so many years now? What should I be doing? That's the question in a lot of minds. Now, before we get into that, a small story. World War II, Desmond Doss was a combat medic of the US Army. He was passionate about fighting for his country. But there was just one problem. The values of Desmond Doss did not allow him to carry a weapon. So he wouldn't carry a rifle or a gun to kill the enemy. And killing was against his values as well. So despite variety of opposition within the army, he was conscripted to go and fight the enemy. And his way of being part and serving the US Army was not to kill an enemy, but to save a fellow soldier. And boy, did he do it well. Desmond Doss saved 75 fellow American soldiers against intense gunfire in one of the most bloodiest battles that US faced during the World War II in Okinawa Islands, and therefore won a Medal of Honor. The story that I'm trying to bring to fore is that Desmond Doss won because he stood to his conviction of not carrying a weapon. Friends, we can also follow our conviction in whatever investment we choose with, and not necessarily having to jump at every new thing that comes our way. As in the story of Desmond Doss, which was replayed in the movie Hacksaw Ridge, conviction is an extremely important aspect of investing, my friends. Why must you have conviction? Point number one, everybody's needs are different. So it's important you have conviction because your need is unique to you. You cannot copy somebody else's investment formula. Second, everything that you hear is not to be believed. People normally tell you their best investment experience, rarely tell you about failures. All the failures are buried within. So always be doubly careful about what you listen outside. Third, the richest people in the world are people who have followed one conviction model and thrived on it. For example, Warren Buffett has made all his wealth investing in stocks of companies. Li Ka-shing, the multi-billionaire from Hong Kong, made all his wealth in real estate. He was a master real estate picker. Our very own Mukesh Ambani made all his money in oil and telecom. Right? So everybody plays to the conviction that they have. And you too, my friend, must play to your conviction. Last but not the least, we know how things have turned out in the last 20 years when we have chosen to chase greed and higher returns. Be it the Sahara or the Sarada or many of those finance schemes which give high returns, they've all gone bust. We also know some very innovative schemes which came about 15, 20 years ago, be it the teak tree plantations or the goat or the mango farm, whatever be that, which were innovative but did not deliver on the promise thanks to a variety of reasons. So it's extremely important that before you invest, you develop a sense of conviction that you can hold on to this. Because, my friend, investments is a long-term journey, and there will be times when you will be tested on your conviction, and it's extremely important You invest in places that your mind tells you and you are comfortable with. 4 steps to not lose money while investing. If you're investing to reach a certain financial goal of yours and only focused at that and marry it with conviction, that is, do a deep check of the investment products that will help you reach your goal, 90% of all your problems are sorted, my friend. Second, do not look outside, do not be tempted by what friends and neighbors are talking about. They are talking their own secrets, but it may not apply to your requirement. Third, very, very important to keep the discipline. Many a time, discipline is far more important than the type of investments we do. As long as you're disciplined and continue your course regularly, I think you will reach your destination pretty well. Last but not the least, keep an open mind for new investment ideas, but unless you develop a keen interest and a mind for it, do not venture out. Every rupee lost, my friend, pushes you farther away from your goal. So extremely important to stay invested in places where you have high convictions. Hope you have a great investment experience on things that you are convinced about.